What's up, gang? Carlton Flowers here, your crypto pro with an update on Nucypher. We've got some pretty interesting action going on here where we have established this resistance line that is bouncing the price back down. Each time we have touched this resistance line, we have had a rejection. So we had 1, 2, 3 or more rejections, depending on if you're looking at the 1 hour or the 4 hour. And we have already violated here the 50-day EMA, which is here. And then we touched it once and twice and then recovered. And so it looks like to me, we're going to test that and break it again. And now I've kind of got my eyes on the 200 EMA. So here's the 200 EMA below. And one thing that I am paying close attention to is where the 200 EMA will eventually cross over the 3.618 fib circle ring, which is this one right here. So once we cross that boundary there, I think price could drop down to the 200-day EMA. So if we touch down here at the extent of the stochastic dip, because look at this, we just crossed over. So we know that we're going to be cycling down on the stochastic, probably headed down into the oversold zone. And we have a very bearish MACD going on down here where it looks like we're going to finish the cycle and head on back up. But I think these two lines are going to diverge and we're going to head down for another hump. You can see in the past sometimes where you think you got a cycle completed and then it does it again. And here it did it a third time before this wave up. So it's no guarantee that you'll always have one clean cycle. You can have another one that comes out of there. So I will be watching that. Now on the VPVR, we can see some definite prominent nodes that are possible price targets for Nucypher. First one we have is right here, which is somewhere around what 65 cents. And then we have this much more prominent node right there that is sitting right at about 50 cents. And then of course we've got this small one right here that looks like it will come right at that intersection of the 200-day EMA and the 3.618 fib. Worst case scenario, we've got this big one here, and then we have the point of control at 22 cents. Now, I don't think that we're going to get these two lower price targets here unless Big Brother BTC decides to take a massive dump down to 40K, which is possible. I don't think it's likely because we have a pretty good bull market going on right now, and we're just in the middle of a correction, but it's a possibility. So what does this mean for your decision making? You could take profits right here and run if you, oops, let's get the drawing mode back on. You could take profits anywhere up here if you got in at the right time. Now, as you know, I was buying back here. I was buying between 16 cents and 22 cents. So I'm good. I'm not bothered by this correction at all. And so I could hang on to this and watch it go down and just buy on the dips. If it does dip down to these lower price targets, I'll just accumulate more. Or I could say, hey, you know, we're sitting at 71 cents right now. That's what, 20, 40, 60, 80. I'm at about a 4X at this point. And so this reinforces the advice that I always give to everyone: never, ever, ever, ever buy into a run. Because when you buy into a run right before a correction happens, like all the people who bought right here, now they're sitting nervous and shaken because the price is hitting on this resistance and making a downward trending channel. So if you would have bought during the dog days way back here when it was laying low like a dog, you don't have a problem. Then you can watch these next few peaks and corrections happen and not be worried at all. So I think maybe we'll head for this node. I'm just going to probably say 50 cents is looking like where we're going to end up. So we'll wait and see what happens after this crossover plays out and this stochastic dips down, and then we'll see what happens. Now, that's about all I've got for right now, but I'd like to know what your thoughts are on Nucypher and where you think the price is headed. I've got a new stand that I'm using right now, so I apologize for all of the noise in that last video. A lot of people gave me a thumbs down for that, and I would have too, because that was a very crappy video. Terrible video. Wasn't the best. Definitely not the best. I've had several that were much, much better. Much better. So, let me know what you think. Comment below. Let's talk about this, and let's get these bags and make maximum gains for the future of this bull run. This is Carlton Flowers, and I'm out.